Surveillance video and an incident report compiled by a manager of a Miami strip club. I'm about to let y'all back up. We're gonna read the article. It's a fake weigh-in, like it's nothing else to argue about. Okay, surveillance video and an incident report compiled by a manager of a Miami strip club detail allegations that the boxing star Gervonta Tank Davis assaulted and forcibly removed a former girlfriend from the club in late October. An exhibition fight between Davis and Jake Paul, scheduled for November 14th, was canceled on November 3rd, 4 days after the woman filed a civil lawsuit with the 11th Judicial Circuit Court in Miami-Dade County, claiming Davis committed battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress against her. USA Today obtained a copy of the manager's incident report and during a FaceTime call viewed surveillance video that Richard Wolff, one of the woman's attorneys, said he obtained from the parent company of the Miami Gardens Club through a subpoena. So apparently USA Today FaceTimed Richard and Richard showed them clips of the video through FaceTime.
Hey, 2 cents.
Yes.
You know I love receipts. Can you share my screen?
No,
Man,
Tony, I'm
come
reading this
on, bro.
article.
We're not talking about that shit,
Hey,
man.
I'm just saying.
Vegas.
She
Hold
said
on, let me
Bruce gonna
finish
do
reading.
ceremonial weigh-ins. I got
Let
every
me
right he done them
finish
in.
Bro,
reading.
shut up, bro. You just annoying. Not finished.
Hey, you
Are
can
you-
cry
He
like a
already
little
lost.
bitch
He
baby
already
because I
admitted. He
was
Nigga, I
already
right.
slapped
admitted
the
he
shit
was
out you.
wrong in
Shut
his
your
own
whole ass
answer.
Hold on,
up.
Tony. I'm
He
about to put
already
y'all in the
proved right.
background.
Next to me.
Cry
Hold
later.
on.
Little
It's
motherfucker.
over
Tony.
with. He gave us a fake
Tony.
win.
There's some
Get over
male
it.
chauvinist energy up in here.
Come on, y'all. Let me finish
That
reading.
shit crazy.
Artegas Lane, a manager at Tootsie's Cabaret, said he was working at the club during the alleged attack and later reviewed video from the club's camera system. He said he documented what he saw for an incident report he filed with Tootsie's Cabaret. A copy of the club. I'm gonna have to mute you, band up. I'm gonna have to mute you, band up. I don't know who you're talking to. A copy of the club incident report obtained by USA Today Sports lists Lane as the person filing it and in part states Mr. Davis could be seen making gestures that gave the impression the woman was being forced to leave with him. Mr. Davis continued being physical by grabbing her by the neck and hair. Lane also said he interviewed the woman who works as a VIP waitress at Tootsie's Cabaret. Her name is being withheld because USA Today does not generally publish the identities of victims of domestic violence. Now, was her name not already published in a
Exactly.
Yeah,
lawsuit?
it
That
was
was the
already
dumbest
published.
shit.
She one of Lamar Ball's side chicks. We
The
know who she
woman,
is.
hold on. The woman said she and Davis, 31, had an intimate relationship for 5 months before the alleged attack took place October 27th. The woman also is 31, according to the club incident report Lane said he completed. I know she was shooken up, and I just want to assure her that her safety and everything, Lane said. Ravone Littlejohn, a representative of Davis, declined to comment to USA Today Sports. David has not commented on the allegations publicly, and efforts to reach him directly were unsuccessful. A spokesperson for Davis on November 24th said the boxer will address the matter in a documentary that will be released after Thanksgiving. The spokesperson, who identified herself only as Sade, said the boxer is in Baltimore, his hometown, hosting a Thanksgiving drive at Davis Gym, the Uptown Boxing Center. The matter involving Davis and the alleged incident in Florida is an active case. According to Miami Gardens Police Department, no associated criminal charges have been filed as of November 24th. Strip club incident report details allegations against Tank Davis. At 3:51 a.m. on October 27th, a manager at Tootsie's Cabaret heard that one of the staff members may have been assaulted. According to a copy of the incident report, a review of video footage revealed an incident did occur, according to the report. Video footage showed a light-skinned black man wearing a white shirt and joggers, later identified as Tank Davis, among club patrons. According to the report, upon seeing the woman, the man approached her and grabbed her behind her head by the hair. The woman was working her shift as a VIP waitress, and Davis forced her to walk toward the stairway that leads to the kitchen, the report states. During a FaceTime call, Wolf, the attorney, allowed USA Today Sports to view a copy of the video he said he obtained by subpoena from RCI Hospitality Holdings, Inc., the parent company of Tootsie's Cabaret. Gary Fisherman, a spokesman for RCI Hospitality Holdings, Inc., said the company would not comment on the matter. Lane's report provided a detailed account of the video. The woman could be seen via camera footage begging for Mr. Davis to stop, Lane wrote. Once by the stairwell, you can see Mr. Davis grabbing the woman and pushing her by the head and grabbing her hair in an aggressive manner, shaking it and pulling it back and forth down the first flight of stairs. According to the report, another woman witnessed the incident and was trying to alert a club employee to what was happening. The struggle continued as David forced the woman to walk down the stairs and through the kitchen. The woman begged Mr. Davis not to put his hands on her in front of the staff while walking through the kitchen. Lane wrote, after they passed through the kitchen, Mr. Davis continued being physical with her as she was trying to figure out a way to get away from him. Eventually, Davis and the woman entered the club's garage, according to report, which states the woman told Davis to get the keys to his vehicle from the valet. And once he walked ahead, the woman took the chance to run back into the club, according to reports. Later in the manager's office, the woman explained the details of the incident, also listed in Lane's report. The woman was a bit shaken up and crying from the incident while explaining, Lane wrote. The woman stated that she and Mr. Davis are acquaintances who has had issues similar to this at another club recently. There were no visible injuries after the alleged attack at Tootsie's Cabaret, and the woman declined medical treatment. She declined to press charges and said she needed to think about it, according to the report. Lane's report filed from Tootsie's Cabaret states the woman said she was a bit scared for what he might do to her outside of work because he saw her out one night at a club and choked her out prior to her employment. Wolf, one of the woman's attorneys, said the woman pressed charges with the Miami Garden Police Department the same day the civil lawsuit was filed. When the woman filed her lawsuit, according to court records, she also filed a petition for an injunction, also known as a restraining order. Y'all need a break? This too much for y'all to handle right now?
Can you
Keep
breathe? Go
going,
ahead.
please.
Sounds like a horror
Keep
movie.
going.
Go ahead, 2 cents.
All right. Y'all listening? I know people got short
Yeah, I'm
attention
listening.
spans.
Nah,
Take a
you
quick
good.
break. When the woman filed her lawsuit, according to court records, she also filed a petition for an injunction, also known as a restraining order. A judge granted the woman a temporary injunction against Davis, and a hearing for the permanent injunction was set for November 12th. However, the hearing was rescheduled for December 9th because Davis was not served a summons for the injunction, said Eugenio Carrell, director of the Family Courts Department in Miami-Dade County. Davis must be served a summons before a judge can rule on the petition for injunction, Carroll said. He said the temporary injunction typically stays in place for only 120 days before the judge dismisses it if there has been no service on the respondent. A judge has extended the temporary restraining order in the woman's lawsuit, according to Carrell. He said copies of the new temporary injunction have been sent to both law enforcement offices in Broward County, Florida, and Clark County, Nevada, to attempt service on Davis again. The docket in the civil case does not show Davis has been served, according to Carrell, who said Davis must be served by law enforcement because the allegations constitute a domestic violence case. Why the Clark County, Nevada? Is that's crazy. Why not in the state where he's at? Wolf, one of the woman's attorneys, said his law firm has tried to serve Davis too. He said a process server representing his firm had tried unsuccessfully 3 times. Wolf shared emails exchanged between his firm and on-demand process service in Miami, indicating the call box at Davis' home does not list Davis' name. Davis resides at a home in Southwest Ranches, Florida, according to the woman's lawsuit. The listed owner of the home is SWR Prime LLC, according to the property records. Davis is on probation from a 2023 hit and run case in Baltimore, Maryland, in which he pleaded guilty to multiple traffic offenses. In March, Davis admitted he left the state without permission and his probation was extended by 18 months, according to the Baltimore Banner.
Damn.
So
Bro, sketch
that
out here.
is the article. I'm going to actually clip that and post it on my videos because I know people don't like to read. So y'all are gonna go let other people tell y'all what it said. What I just did. Look, everybody fell off because I started reading the article. I read the article. So you can read it and hear yourself. So can't nobody lie to you and make up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What I heard was he dragged the girl out the club by her hair and the back of her neck. And once they got outside, he went to get his keys and she got away. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I
Okay.
You
have
listen
a
to him.
I have a question. I have several,
Oh
and
my
Two
God.
Cents and I have spoken about this. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. There's a few things that stood out to me in this whole article. Compared it to the civil suit. The first thing is what Paige has said. The physicality is different
Mm-hmm.
versus in the civil from the civil suit versus the this write up. That's number one. Number two, the um the uh the charges. Okay, so I was looking for kidnapping. Like I'm doing this from an outside source. I'm looking for key things that he was being charged with, and then they said that that she pressed charges, but there was nothing. There's still
Mm-hmm.
no charges filed against him in Miami PD. Now I could be wrong,
No, that's
but I
facts. I
checked.
looked it up today.
But I
You right.
checked earlier today, and it was still not filed. And
Mm-hmm.
then I find it very interesting that it was announced yesterday. So Two Cents can corroborate my story. I told Two Cents yesterday that I had heard that Tank was back in the gym. True or false, Two Cents?
Key with the T. True.
So I said, so I was like, yo, I heard he back training. I heard 2026 he's coming back. I did not know about the documentary. But what's interesting about this is that this is coming out ahead of the documentary. So I have to ask myself, okay, is this a hit piece? Is this
Mm-hmm.
something that they're trying to get ahead of whatever he's about to present? And then on top of that, if he has the video, this it said that in the article that he showed USA Today, whatever video this is, then that means that the police has that video.
Facts.
And in that article, it said that it was an active case, but there were no charges filed.
Mhm.
So again, it shouldn't take, if this happened, we're talking about something that happened a month ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Now, I don't know. Now, this is a different tax bracket that I'm involved in because they're rich and I'm not. But I know in the hood, you feel me, when it go down and stuff like this, just to living in normal society, it be back to back.
Hey, Keith.
Boom, boom, boom. And then with the
Mm-hmm.
TRO, with the temporary restraining order, it don't take that long. I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, I know people that done had they baby daddies hit at they job at Tyson's. Do you hear me? At JB at the trucking company. It don't within a matter of hours. It don't take that long.
Guess what?
So go
It
Guess
ahead.
what, Keith?
it can take long
I
though.
want you to
So
finish though. I want you to
it,
finish. I just
it,
want to
it,
enlighten you on one thing.
it can
When
take long.
Tank grabbed his BM at that basketball game, it took them literally 5 days for them to go and get that nigga.
Yeah, but it can take long, right? Because she ain't filed
But it
charges.
also said in
It,
the article of his location of where he was, and we all, I don't know if y'all seen it, but Tank was in Baltimore.
Yep.
He's out there.
Yep.
So my whole thing is, why wasn't he served? It's they literally said he was out there.
Yep.
So I'm just, I'm scratching my head at a few things. Now, again, this is not victim blaming. If he did this, I've always stood on this. F a lawsuit, take him to jail. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Get